Lo Uganda tika yupe pika choke madit makiluni light up Uganda convention owutime iba kulo mati Kampala chok chokeni wabekele lo kikoman kimukene iyup milo kange mochin ento kongo chakene wiye madir kitmo watim kwere ineno doju kan iyup milo kange mochin.
At least the one thing for now we can all agree on is the soap to use. He likes that it's big and lasts long.
Anti-economy.
I like that it keeps my skin smooth. Ate alina echovu. And the children like that. It smells amazing. Everyone is happy. Movit soap comes in 4 fantastic flavors. Movit family soap is truly soap for the whole family.
Movit. All day confidence.
Lobo Uganda tika yope pika choke madit makiluni light up Uganda convention obutime I Kampala.
The theme comes from the Lord. The Lord leads us and shows us that this is what He wants us to focus on. And so the theme, the crossing, the Lord gave it to us to show that it's the role of the church.
Dul palowe makinen mekumal ma Uganda guchaka yobe matek peneno palata denremo mabo bero eneno doyadek mitumi abichele mwagaman I Kampala.
Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
Kadong dul mayubo sotero yub mekwan loteno kwan lulufune kilo guakurech I West Nile.
We rolled it out on the 7th of April. We started in Kampala, Mukono and Wakiso.
Amori anya Sunday Akumu tin changwe nendo ya pau ya beach medumia beach mwaka alibri kipiari ya beach anwe botin anya Sunday Akumu man eyup milokange mo chwin Wan Luo television. Lakwat patience rabogo lego urlega meripe kingin kibene wekene nigitiyo matek mila roy lobo Uganda weke jinke ridon lo michwin kikedo bena lala mabe ilobo man mego rabogo waine piere tekni mon ke weko wako pora ke nyingi dini ento kichunga chel pedongo lokom dini pa Yesu Kristo ilobo Uganda nyapara te lobo wa lokmani karam tika yupe piko yarkachoke madit mawotime bakol do Kampala kilewani mon light up Uganda convention buchake nindo apara bungwen katum nindo piru wangwen medremia bichi mwakaman endong beno buchaka wako chok chabit manyen wanen kong report kan mayup tika wad kwere pe yup makiloni light up Uganda convention. Yup melega madit makiloni light up Uganda convention yu buchaka nindo apara bungwen katum nindo piru wangwen medremia bichi mwakani ini obotime iba kulo mati Kampala obogoro dana mapol. Malupe kilok polo yup light up Uganda for Jesus ibu berke wel mapol ikineti Bishop Ladona Osborne makilo America mawokati kalokilo ye mapol magitilo bo Uganda weketelo man mechero ichako kwa manyen mekelo alaga ilokom kwa metibu ilo man kanong beno bo mecher kaber mapol matilo bo deljol. Yup ma buchake nikigen mono President Yoweri Museveni kachel kemin ode man mego Janet Museveni kubo biruti ye kachel kinyagi man lakwat Patience Rabuogo. Uyupo ni mono yup man kicharo mwagadeka ngedok ben lega machakal kimano time kabir mapole Uganda ikino berie Luwero, Masindi, Gulu, Mbara, Kidong Toro mauguriye kwa padana mapol. Malupe kilok pa Patience man obero yup mechopo kono neno menika tikwede mwaka alibre piru wario mawachake ni woki neno mawabero tiye kai lobo mechwinyi manyoni mono di mapolo buteme lobo Uganda dok der deka nen pilu man kadung biwot tiare kabere moken mapol matie I Africa.
The theme comes from the Lord. The Lord leads us and shows us that this is what He wants us to focus on. And so the theme, the crossing, the Lord gave it to us to show that it's the role of the church to come together to lead the way for the nation spiritually, especially to possess new levels, new dimensions of breakthrough of the promises of God. So it's the role of the church to go ahead of the nation. That's what the theme, the crossing, is. In addition to our regular speakers, we'll have Bishop Ladonna Osborne, who is our main guest speaker, who was traveling from the U.S., and she has a long history with Uganda. Her father and mother held a great crusade in 1985. At the height of the war, the civil war in Uganda, God sent them here, and they had a great crusade in Lugogo. So she has a lot of history with Uganda. She will be one of our main guest speakers. It's actually a full week. It starts on 19th, which is the men's conference, and we're very excited to have my husband, Audrek Wogo, will be leading that, and he has a very good lineup. Sometimes men don't find, they feel maybe that the church, I don't know, is more an area for women, maybe. They don't feel so comfortable there sometimes. So, and maybe they want to talk about things that are more practical, things like income and business and finances and things like that, but also family and how to navigate issues in the family. So that the day for men is just strictly for men, and they will be talking about a lot of issues that affect men.
Neno payuk man kibot rabuogo tiene mon lobo Uganda omiero bet kaber manyuru labon mabe mebedo te pakuch talama kwere kidong ripe iken kabero dujo mate Africa. Pelonge mo chini Wan Luo television ania Sunday Akumu. Luwe diocese abichel magiti komal ma Uganda katika yupe matek totoale yue meni apalchadenre magen kubujole lobo Uganda pa protanti ubuti meni lwe adek medumia abichel mwakaman ni apalchadenre mo melobo Uganda mwake mwaka dulpelo ye maika bena patke wor keten ngemichera bila madit pa protanti matina mogongo Kampala mwakaman ni kibiberu konki kwe ma diocese abichel ubute lobo Uganda tiye kit kum diocese nebi Lao West Lao madiki West Nile kachili kineno meko malma Uganda ngubo chwalo we pier bichi kumdesi ya chila kadongo urepe kilo we maina mirembe Kampala weke kweni no manu upong we wako ya bila palo protanti matibe ni na mugongoni Robert Ojok mana ole mudul palo we mai kineno meko malma Uganda Igulu City en kele hiyo peket mate watkwere pikwe madit menino palo tedamyo melobo Uganda idwe manyen.
Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
Luwe ma ake kineno me kumal me Uganda, gumero malo, ruomi fonyu we ma megi, kaya niyan makikero me po, pilucha denre me Uganda, dong ngiro chok. Niyan dwe adek me duma bishel, mwaka ki mwaka, lo Kristo ki lo Kristayo, gikwero, lucha den re Uganda, maron Pierre Ngwen ya beach, ma enoni ti pa Katolika chelke, pa protanti. Imwagane we makaro Pierre aye inoni, province mi Church of Uganda oyero, makibi wero, ikakwe pa Anglican inamugongo. Dioceses maromo abichiel ma aki kumalmi Uganda mateye kineno kumalmi Uganda Kitgum, Nebi, Lao, West Lao, Madi kachiel ki West Nile inoni diocese achiel bi yeklu we marom Pierre Beach mi beru iwe mi lega pinamugongi mwagani. George Akumu Paleo mati won kom palo we mi Christ Church mati Igulu City wache yer lu we do chake betika word mabe adeda.
Ingem bepa we Anglican. Tieni kichoyo we eni kitiro matut. We ni mukene kichoyo gi by 17th century. Gendong tie kit balu diro karcha do buyo. Genadong pira tet eneni wan miro we kit makichoyo we ni. Chikati mabea tira. Pian mistake mo kan bereye. Mono ene kit ma we ma le mono wajini classico woro kere.
Luwe makiyerge mit nigo namugongo mati Wakiso district ikine ni ondo Pierre wabongwen midwe man were kifuny we kachiel be dioceses abichiel liweng. Denis Ujwe matila fonywe achiel ki ikinenwe kumal mi Uganda wachi we makiyero gini luwe ngeu bedare fonyune pete matek tutwal.
We I wel mano le we ti ma duong cho chok dano le we mia ngwan mia big mia bichel ki wiye en gin ma dit ma petwer mano gi tika we ka chel ki ponye ka chel manyi wa tiki ma tek ma the we wa matieno the tien wa matieno gin gi bicher kanano ne chiana tamne ki tek pala chwech kwa poye lo ba memi yutalman tien pedung gen a we na ma dok tale dok bi por bi duko kan tien ario.
Right Reverend Godfrey Lowom mati Bishop mikinene kumalu Uganda wachi yope dong tiyo ya girkine were ki jol lu kristayo ki vut ping mapat ilega memwara man.
Kina mugongo kuno otie ki yup mapapat yupi wege gi bedo machalo gen gi nywago tam marwate ki wege machalo jomalu yeyo mege bene gi tiki yup mamegi bulu bene tiki yup mamegi yup bene tie piloteno mateno kidong yup me mission tie me tuchujiri pidano ko wen ki jo mano gi miro gi tie ki lok mo ma gi tamo ni miro ki kongi ki lega kere jo ma tie kuno kilungi ni intercessors nyoli lo lega ki bako dog gi tie on the ground ma ini tero pero ni chicken gi nywago kidi ene lega moni en ma ini tie ni
Pilora ngea muchwin i Wan Luo TV and Robert Mone ki Gulu City.
For your report, Robert Jok Mone. Ke Agago district lulega mekara moja mano jonken moyo ketwite yelodan mapol ma Agago kitika wote ken pen ke yago le yiwi kabene ke berka temarani komdan magetiken charo en I district ma Agago pol kitika nono kaber me adilang kidong bene paimol ken kaber mo ken malo ken ga wani mono jong pod yelo ye dano kar kikare ichabet mo katelo ken gango wani moni kaber me adilang ojongo yago diento mona yore yongularo wigine akodwa kodema iching dano maikin pachi Johnny Sanu Chaka John Olimo Agago district enolo kilwak mai ya dilang kidong kabir mukene kinati ya paimole kama ojong tikwale ya di padano maikin gange.
Awene mapero ma ojong miyo bodluak magikwo ikumalo meloba chuli putie madid matika chungu widano maite dero Rosemary Angom Odoj dano meo pielo ipaton sub county ukokne pero me ayile pa ojong pitika weko widano yue
Karmo jong yele wa kirema eken yini no dili mo mabe en timo kare binu kwanyao no diange mo achiela rio mamier ko goge o yel kero ni en kwanyao yen binu kwanyao mio dong wan tung kan chulo kwan ti ka ber matek ya gago kan pengo gena mier yini ti timo ni ko tem ka kon la tien o carro le bol moni yini chiare imi che la tiene school ti ka ber mapeo
Teresa Akidi Udong ngan makwo bene I Agago district otieroni ayele pa ojong gere bene tie ento lok me matukon aye pudit mau karo pere me mayo dian mamiro ni umiero ki lwen iye
ya Agago kan pere ma nera ma tek to alene si pere me matukon te derwa ma ya Agago gi marokon level mala por ben pe wero pe gi paro pe gino mo ki kan maramo la ko gi cha mo ko Pero ma wano ti ye ya Agago ka nyo ya chuli wati gera ki ngom ma pe ento ngom ni be pe wati ka tikere yo pe ino lu tiano wa pe ki tika kwan kai por ki district mu kana ma giti Uganda kar mo jong bere le mo ma nok ma ti chingwane piana Agago ti ma raj giti boda kar mo jong so pero ma ti kar mo jong binu yero wa ruwenyo ko padano wanyo jemi wa weko ko beruta weko nena nyimpa don le ko kare kitung botwa ya Agago kan yele pa kar mo jong ti matek kenena wan wati boda lai ti che dong pa yot
bodo Alfonso Dodge ngad mayamo kworo wiye ulego ni pero pao jong ni umiero kong dong miri madit uket joni ikema kid ma ubedo iloba choro ni wego niang gi mo
peka mo wa te kere o chaka na mo ga li ba che lu mia be yer pia be yo she ma jong cha wi wa chi dong ka gamente neno ma be lo kum kar mo jon chi miero ngo mo mer ke tin ki jwa ka mo jong gina che la mer ke tin ki tim ki chere di jung ka mo jong e kam e ginu be de kam yo ma ti kam pa ka wa ka genu pokar ro ki cham pun ni cher school ti genu be nyeu be ba biro e kindan ka chen ento ka pe ke tin da no po be la re ka ki kam ni genu mio od gi ma genu chiero ni no mo ken gen ti ke ker ni do wa ye ti ke ker ni do ye ke ker ka mo ke kar wa ko ti ma ke o do ye ti ni bigiko ero ko ka ti wan pu do de cha ma de
Peter Cox o wili la wilu fonye mado wero tich otero ni o lok ti ka weko tiji pajo dogo tek pien ti choke ugu kwanyo dian ya gago tutwale ya Dilang sub county
ku puri pien jone loko kala gi chalo kala ngogo ka tin geno timo ko man di dok timo kene man gen binu romo nongu die ma lakken gi man be pa wai ni bal pa en gena lok pien geno no dung die no dia lakken gi ti ken kwanyo wan wi wa wil lo chamo kene kal mo du ko leng dan wa ti dung kuiti but no kuipe ya poj madit gera duogo bot UPDF ki RDC mi Agago district local government ma tika kupe ki duak ki kaber ma pol puro le leng end of recent pur geno kwanyo diena ki urina mati la Perebong sub county Greta Dilang sub county mana ye wi ket matika timme ke ki dong gamente beno timo mabe ki yabo community security road ma ako dom mier ko chiet na rom
Samuel Ojok kitang la lok pia Gago district unyoro adani ujong futie ka yelo dano mai kin pachi ento tutetie ka wara nyim mejwayo pero meno bodlu te dero
waywe dano olo tika pu mabe ero la chabiet ma wo tume gindo ko lipe ngeo jo ma kip gidong raj la ku gwoke kere tek ka tini ni chogo leng ne na ria det dok luini dugu chabiet mo karo dok geno luini dugu gutemo yelo dano ya Dilang ku kwanyo bene die mo ki diegi ero miero ko po ni mo ngalo gi ki kon pal civilian nyo lwak ma watelo gi geno mi ngejo yot bod mo ngalo gi ci jame en mi ki dwa chen mana ye kita kwere watikere bad mera waj butu wak mo gi winyo Wan Luo TV mo gi neno wa kare duchu mi Agago district tiga kwe manok maka wa mede kitene ci mo ne dang puru mabe
pero man lu te der wajo ni do dio lwak kare ki kare pien lumi roke pegi winyu lok ento no gwa kui tika tute ka chel ki lutela yo duchu pi Wan Luo TV Joni Sani uchara chon ya Agago district
Gamente me Uganda tiki yub megede wipeme imasin deport ma obokubu kindano ma ilao kidong lobo bunyoro manu ngolo wako wikulu makiloni kulu nail ki apach kidong kidian dongo disu wako kopkin kabedarioni me wote kin gila boyela pian yo watin dano mage futiu kifeiri mengolo kin lao kidong en lobo bunyoro iloka chochoke ilo dir magetikone yub man gachako chulda mangom mameki kibiguru iyopo wipeman iwaituma kaber mati kungu parish man yebuja sub county apa district kama chulu beri kono pidano magiti kaber kama project beri kono man yopo wipem just by gwel ti apach kuno kawanen report iyup miloga ngemoji
o tadaro mago me apa district kame beri dong nam meri wanail kana megame tikere tam megere bridge wekte konyo tadaro ngolo nam meri wanail uyoriot ni kato tikere peri ame kom karman jote tikere mengolo piman ni beo i masini pot o tadaro me kuna he kono dong kom karman o tiedo nungu chul melobo gi kaname gamente bino ber ke kare me gero bridge yereng bridge man na me ka kono bino ber ke kare me gero bino meyo jo Apol mar tikere yo man me wot Kampala kere duogo paji kan dog jo Apol la me mirti mo biachara kum karman reporter ni manando ngucha lar kunaya ko bikome utimo biachara be geduri moga donga ma mite kunaya otodera ma area man me waitumba ati Paris me ku igomale boye ya pa district kamalo kere Wan Luo television achi choki gin kono tiro miragi kom nena gamente gero bridge kunaya
yadu yom kon ni gamento katu kede neno mene ni ukero bridge and bridge with long term gina me atero kare moro and kun jotie kor bridge one time ni gingol pi mirbed very efficient ferry service mirbed very efficient very prompt ame miupe bale chawa ngata woriyo of late kono gamento ukero ferry tikanario en kenen ferry no por pedango tia besho total considering volume of traffic ame bay you can mir ferry ame tia tech ame dang trutero capacity meter joda mir beda pol worma wan nene kar me kar romo chegere ferry no do titi mate da jo kene chunju yo chao yo ni pien galla yini gal kan kere risk ada yini neni wangi omi ja pol te kone atoto bay yo po so wanda tu komni ka bridge yen binu ya bere romme da kana me de mala mate joko no timo pimu kana me bridge katie ame wanu tikere genni bridge yo amedo romme da kana won malo line me chato wheel line me puonyere line me teaching amenu pero beri ya area ni industries atetino mogoni
jo ngeo kana cha piendo opimo ko planning do ko kana cha
ochor ja kai men
jige na bon wen ma okar o chulo dong jo ario pien jo no dana chel cheng no ti bu dana chel kanisa poto chulo pien chena kanisa da poro bino dong jo ario.
The plan of construct the bridge, that one also I thank the government because they have already measured where the bridge is going to pass. There I will thank the government so that they have did that work. May God bless them abundantly. They should do it quickly because our country is learning faster. Yeah, very many businesses are going to be here because very many investors, they are fearing because there is nowhere the load there which can take them their goods faster. So if the bridge comes, the investors, they will come, and here we are around the rivers, they will build, I think, for us factories and the other things.
Area man na mao dong loba pol lo tia mao bero kere kara menyu tumiragi pi unong lobo kunaya pi kom meti mo biachara papat ibe gero uda dong ama mete kunaya meti yu biachara ikine gero udi mechomang ota dara moga me kondong ti kunaya gen kono ti kere koho ikom tala ma pa district ikobe kom bere mira dunga ta me gamo chena don bot ta daro ikobe kom goyo fiscal plan me kunaya
atamo pe ha dunga me center no dang tikere ni jopo timo planning ame miu gero allo ber kere kita miru kere chiamen na metikano biru tamo kuber kere gombal no tam ni gombale buje pen kanuti buje mir no gino mi o planning kano ko me we geda jo agero don geda me pe bino be affected ye nyim ka koniche don lo be do tie so gina chelo don attack amatia balle kanuti ni jotia gero pe according to plan
woro ma to kwayo gini mi to physical planner me mi wa planning ka jo agero mi ger kere plan me mo amordo we peturo tangatoro be wan po mi to vere kere government mi rgoi wa plan ko me kan tela wa me apa te bola wa bola how can physical plan do to ko bonu wan do hora chene miliona para bi kuri kar wando ko tigamenta mene me do ko do hora chene kun gintia rayo revenue kan luoro te do tieni balinen krewudo riye kene no dima habino toro wudi kadwa ko pien ka dongo area po chuli o toro dio ko endo no po chuli do no pe ho gitieni kel ko physical plan o joge di plan
ginno kana me kono pirate kamato der magi dang tia ko bani mano miro gamente bonya me yo ber kuna ya pien o te do kara lach me kono kor jama ma gino timerni pe kuna ya o te der magi o ko bani mano
kana mo chi rej berie gin mir gina me pe gale chawagi gino mir kidi rego ame regi gi nyuagi te dokunga teno chik peti chama bala so omio mach kanu tuno kan te wona he dong nam kanu unu ko di jamana ko bni ati mara ber petwe jo binu medo rogo nywagi jo binu goko regi fridge jo binu goko chak pin chak ti kan dok ti kan tuan kede jo ama pur kan rome pur gida binu medema pin jo mo binu kan te sa vein kan neno kan o dok mo mi wa gen duong tuan ni mach aberu kanu ape otero kare kado mach tunu kanu binu lali ichalo kan en na chawa ni mach pe
Wan Luo Television, Judge Peguel, Yapat District.
Egarman makamana tikwan woke gengi kom ma wot pale ma kero pilo kompor poto ma ko bonki dog diang dongi biloko nene kombalalo magitika glera ma meki komal mu Uganda kidong West Nile kin kabere mo keneni rokchama President Joel Museveni okati kwere dime abichi mwaka ali piro dekti ni mongo awoko bien ko kandi kitika doni ngompa dano kiti ben kaleko dien la pera kaben kiti kelo timetele kindano magitie enite dero kunom Minister Pikop Meko Malmi Uganda Rwate Kidan Magiti Yarua District Kalok Tuale Iko Mjao Karopotor Maliet Miri Muruleka Balalo Kiko Malo Miloman Kidong Bene I West Nile Robert Adiga Kelly Lokman Committee Iloke polutela maite dero ki Yarua District cha Deklawo Dr. Kenneth Omona mati Minister Matiri Pikop Meko Malmi Uganda Owain mon kibichako donkete tidruk ma President Joel Museveni okati kwere imwaka alibario pyare wia deki.
Saying that those who have bought land legally and complied with all the guidelines given, and there are no any quarrels about the land, and they have no problem with the communities. There's no problem. There's no any problem with them. But whoever has land which is disputed by families, by communities, however much you have fenced the land, however much you have provided water or complied with all these conditions, land which is disputed and demanded by communities, by families, have to be sorted. One there's dispute, you're going to dispute.
Lotela mai kaberuman karma chako waini mon gitin keme kia won kidong bene buar mapol kibod joma timalo gen waini mono mano lok ma aki malo bo joma kin pini akang maber giti lutela tutwale ilokomre mabalalo kiko malo melobo Uganda Swaib toko mati RDC Merua District mati kin joma donki bor ko gi matek owani mono ngat mo goy boten chim ko wani mono entilatela pa joma giti gamente mamaro Dr. Michael Meriemo balalo ki West Nile obokelo pa kom en ki kom lotela mokene mai kaberni
Each entity reverts its own ground. We begin moving different directions. We begin to get intimidations. We begin to get harassments from people who call themselves from above. We don't know why this above is. I must say there is unfaithfulness. I must say that all the players who are supposed to make this order succeed. Sometimes we begin the journey, we begin to get calls, even from people who call themselves generals, people who call themselves different names. And then, at the end of the day, you'll find what is the result. The practice is different. Far away from what you come after you.
On Comils ya beach me Mario Kolo District Ismail Drabe owani mono lotela magitna lokumbebe district tiki luoro matek pieni mono kachiki kero tiek manatich twero loke dogo tweda kanyama ikomgin magiti te dero ni.
There. The rest, 46, they have either finished their lands halfway or have not finished totally. And the coming of the minister seemed to be okay, because we have been waiting for this. Otherwise, there's a lot of animal-human conflict in the process of the Balalu grazing. And as leaders, we have not been in support of what is going on. Why? Because one, the Balalu seem to be arrogant. Because every time you tell them there's need for you to fence your land, they are not heeding to it. Two, there's pride in them, that whatever they do, nobody is going to suppress them. That's why they leave their animals to graze in people's farmland.
Endo legani mon kamente o miero wek riembo balalo bot lugwak bebedo piane mon dan mapol tiki luor ritual en ikom timo man. Minista matiri maneno dongo boma man kanio biga okore kom joma kumiye ngom ma pa ke ben joma ken mako char ngom bot balalo me beri iye pian gine okelo pero madan mo kene mekin pachi.
Come and settle by force. This is one thing everybody should know in West Nile. So when you blame the Balalo alone, you're missing the point. The point is there are people for short-term gain, including selling their land. They want to come and accommodate these people, not knowing that they are giving away land which their fathers and forefathers and so forth had bestowed upon them.
Malupe ke chik ma President Yoweri Museveni okati kwel ni noti kine tiye wilo ngoma no ngati mane chung piere kene goye chel kibene weko lei magen gi gwoni po bal champadano. Kane bet komeno Minister Dr. Mona weni mono balalo belo leka mage wara ken ping dok bene pol ngoma gen gi wili wen koti ye mamiero go adong woro. Rokta ma President Yoweri Museveni omiyo kilwani namba dek iyo kati kweni nde piru wangwen me jumia beach imwa ali bere piru wa dek dogono ti weko ni mono palalo wa kumal ma Uganda ikine beno kwero time wanga makai wiyali kachel kibene yako diai kile imo kene kiko malo melobo Uganda. Ilok mamege President Yoweri Museveni beno chaye matek lokom wara tata kile make leko gi wor ken pinyi eno wene mon gan ken me mak mitimo bal makit man kiwitweyo e buch oroto pe mwaka mara mabiro pe Wan Luo television ki ya Rua district Robert Adiga. Kawawero meno dun malawe kwano dani lobu Uganda kirong bene kwano jamo kene kilwongi ne Uganda Bureau of Statistics no yubu si yoma check guti ya otiara tiye yub me kwano dani gany kwan maloteno kwan lufweni kidio magiti gany kwan kirong lufu rech magiti ya Rua City kachel ki ya Rua district yub man ki yara tiye chande kechake kwan en lufu ni kadong yub me kwan loteno kwan kilufweni mbochake kacheki ya wakwan mitameri yoma mbochake wako chok eninde piru bichi Medjumia Beach enim Nancy Agnes Anyao matitalok pa yubos omogolok man bolujolo angeche angwen kiyarua. Nancy Agnes Anyao matitalok pa dulme yubos omogolujolo angeche angwen kiyarua ni mono yub mano chake dok pi kwan lotino kwani obuchake kache lotino dugujen pi yaputa Mario memwaka alibari Pirwa Beach.
I'm here for 3 reasons, like I hinted on earlier. We've rolled out 3 important activities. One is the baseline education census. It's a historical moment that we've never conducted this census before. It's going to be the first time, and that's why we are calling it a baseline census. Why? Because for any other surveys and censuses from now on forth, the premise will be of the data we collect from this baseline education census.
Man titiane ma achel ma yubo city mo kwan ilokom mafunye man pilotino kwan lofuni kilo titigai kwan kiben lofu ma ilobo man. Iyup market man bene kicharo I Kampala wakiso kidong mukono kikabero mokene mati ituok lobo Uganda duju makiyaro gen meberi yup ni enem.
We rolled it out on the 7th of April. We started in Kampala, Mukono and Wakiso. And then once schools broke off for holidays, we took a pause. Why did we take a pause? Because one, we are going to count all formally registered schools in Uganda. So if you know of a school in Arua City, Arua district that is formally registered, we shall be there to enumerate that school. We shall also do a physical head count of all learners in this school, because we are in collaboration with Ministry of Education and Sports, and they want to know how many schools they manage.
Lukwandano makaro gen Ali Babor kicho gen pe yup man dakobo timo tutwale pigai kwan kidong lufu rech magitilo bu Uganda. Joseph Chitakamirike matie Principal Fisheries Officer Yarua owen mon gameno tika yupo kono je magbikonyo kere choko ng'echi lokom gwakorechi lobo Uganda meni kom tidimono be kebenene kik miyo je magen geromo tikwere medongo lokom gwakorechi lobo ni enem.
Has come up with this to have a comprehensive and reliable data on aquaculture as a substitute to fill the gap of the wild fisheries. On that note, they came up with objectives of the census to provide the data on structure of aquaculture in the country. Objective 2, to establish a benchmark data and reconcile current aquaculture statistics. This is not because we've been not submitting aquaculture statistics, but they wanted to reconcile using a specific tool because we've been using manually. Now they have come up with a tool which we'll be using for collecting the data. And the third objective, to develop a sample frame for future aquaculture surveys.
Wadri Sam Nyakuwa Mea Rua City olego kono dano magiti ker mamiyo bodkin kon mamiyo kon bolu furech uwe kitel kogi kare mani.
One of the reasons why some of our children are not doing so well is because of poor nutrition at the early stage. Otherwise,
Swadik Angupale Alemi la Konykor RDC Mea Rua City Central Division owaini mono lwako merko jol kwan man kago wek wako gengo rit maloyo malutich padul maloyo kwano dano weko bedi ker me kwan gen gunong bene kwan weng magemiro wek yupaga mende kacha bino pilufu kiluteno kwan melo Uganda notie iroma opore.
I therefore want to encourage that the stakeholders be brought on board and be informed of what is going to happen. Our people are very quick in asking questions. Some of the questions my team, the media team, have asked here will be the same questions that your team might get on the ground. And therefore, our people are very quick in asking questions. Somebody will be saying, why are you counting them? Especially when you go to school, why are you counting them now? Why do you want to know about our agricultural status? As if it is a crime to know the number of children in schools, because this will help the government to plan, even in releasing government funds, in constructing classroom blocks, in supply of desks and so on. That's why it is very important that the government always wants to have a data, even in the family.
Malu piket ma yup kit kero kwere yup man me kwano dano kin lutino kwan kilofuni oboberu tie penino piara dek. Pela wangai mauching e Wan Luo television Robert Ariaka. Fort Madit bot Robert Ariaka pikilo ripoti kumkwan pa yuwos kwan lutino kwan lufuni kidong lufurech magitie i West Nile. Lokom turo komiti manan lokom turo dilo mano dila doa basketball mako berutie turo mautum enila wuni ituro me Uganda Secondary School Sports Association ko katikil ket mako nyor kwela pim man me nyuturom turo pagango no pat mako berutie enituro ni enem malupe ke waraga mapita Frederick Chirabo chwala waranti won koma pa basketball technical committee turo me USSA 2025 ena wani mono team piar bora ko berutie turo me basketball ikomeno tima ikomalme Uganda mano bedia St. Joseph College la yibi kidong manme Gulu City kajel Kimvara SS Marua District gen ko berikin tim piario makoti mabelo yo ituro basketball emwaraman pilotien kwan magitie igai konsinia.
Malubegi warga mapita Frederick Chirabo Mauberu chairperson basketball technical committee pi Uganda Secondary School Sports Association ball games pe mwaka tuku man kono wajo nyurni teams nyo schools piara bor ya bora yo chero itukume basketball ipiem tukume mwaka man mai kin giti ye team panyira kia wo weng gerebo kachiel I no malope ki lok meno kono kom teams piara bor ya borni piara ngwen ya rio bero teams panyira ki dong piara ngwen ya bichiel mau dong iti team pa wobe I no ni malope kia doki me ranking nyo moko kit ma skula chiel chung kwere I mwaka tuku man mau tumi kono ino ni St. Joseph's College la yibi gen ki vara SS Marua City Marua District Tieken teams magi aki kumalume Uganda mao berikin team piario mago team mabe I mwaka tuku man inoni St. Joseph's College la yibi kono Megulu City ni obe nama pa idul tuku pa obe basketball kadong vara SS Mearua District obe nama para bero idul tuku pa nyira inoni ikin chukul mukene kono magi agi kumalo ki kunyaume Uganda mago tim mabe kono I team pa woba yetie namba chiel Amus College School ma ene oberu team ma tur mabe loe mwakaman I tur pa wobe basketball kadong namba piari oberu St. Joseph's College ombachi Marua City magien go beru gete ombene mabe kadong Teso College Aloit me Soroti District oberna piari wabongwen ikin team panyira kono maben go team mabe magi agi ko margi ko nyao me Uganda ti ye Toro Girls magen agi Toro District oberna parcheli vuturo panyira kadong Amus College School dare oberna ba piari wadek ikin team panyira kadong Sacred Heart SS Megulu City magen go berna piari wabero ipiem panyira dong teams duchu magen go turo I Uganda Secondary School Sports Association National Ball Games mani turo diladon basketball kono chunkit man I dulpa ubenoni Amus College School ubenama Chiel St. Cyprian Chabakade ubenama Rio Chibuli SS ubenama Dek Seta High School A nabangwen Hope SS nama Beach, Seta Mukono nama Bichiel, Budo SS nama Bero, Seroma Christian High School nama Boro, St. Michael International School nama Bungwen, ki St. Joseph's College la yibi nama Pa. Ikin tim panyera kon tim piario mago tim mabea ye na wachiel ti St. Noah Girls na wario ti St. Mary's Chitende adek ti nabi Sunza Girls angwen ti Chibuli SS na bichi Seroma High School na bichiel ti Ndeje SS abio ti Seta Mbalala abor ti Elite High School abungwen ti Nalia SS Lugazi apa ti Exodus High School inoni Sacred Heart SS ma aki gulusitu tirna piario we are bero many nyuru kid ma schools mago turu me basketball I mwaka turu mani USSA utum kwere piloga nge kum turi Wan Luo TV David Magere
even me have an injury here
Meno be ripoti loko mturomo akiboti David Magere. Eneo ni boke lo waya giki yup melo kange mo chunya ania Sunday Akumu mete kineno Wan Luo TV keken.